Kenny Coogan here, one of the podcast hosts for Mother Earth News and Friends. I'm very excited to be hosting an online course with Mother Earth News about the benefits of ducks, various breeds, raising ducklings, and even breeding ducks. So, if you're interested in getting into the fun world of raising some web-footed friends, join me in the Introduction to Raising Ducks course. It's available online at www.motherearthnews.com/courses/raising ducks, starting May 10th, 2024. Hello and welcome to Mother Earth News Audio. I'm Kenny Coogan, reading Keep Your Ducks in a Row by Erin Snyder from the June-July 2024 issue of Mother Earth News magazine. Enjoy. Gardeners have been raising chickens in gardens for centuries, but ducks in gardens? Believe it or not, keeping ducks in a small garden is growing in popularity. With their adorable faces and cherry quacks, ducks work alongside gardeners to help clear the garden of harmful bugs and larvae. Ducks are increasingly being used in UK gardens where the damp conditions create breeding grounds for destructive snails and slugs. Some countries use ducks to clear out snail infestations, which can cause liver flukes in cattle and sheep. A task force of 24 Indian runner ducks covering an area of almost 50 acres is hard to beat. Before you purchase some tail-waggling waterfowl, determine whether ducks would complement your garden and how you'd like to put them to work. Ducks need water, food, protection from the elements, and a few other extra amenities to survive. Ducks need fresh, clean drinking water every day. Since ducks tend to dirty their water quickly, dump and refill buckets with clean water twice daily. Feed your ducks a well-balanced chicken layer ration to help your ducks live long and healthy lives. Supplement their diet with probiotics, prebiotics, herbs, and brewer's yeast. Talk with your vet to determine the specific nutrition needed for your flock. Ducks love water, so you can provide access to clean swimming water several times a week. The good news is that ducks don't require a pond and will happily splash in a kiddie pool. Many duck owners prefer kiddie pools to ponds because they don't have to worry about snapping turtles or about their ducks contracting diseases from wild waterfowl that have access to the pond or the pond's feeding source. To prevent the garden from becoming muddy, place pools, buckets, or other water sources at the garden's edge. Most domesticated ducks can't fly away to protect themselves from hungry predators, so take all the necessary precautions to protect your flock. Provide covered runs and predator skirts to deter digging predators, and leave no gap bigger than a half an inch in either your coop or run. Make sure the enclosure has a cement floor and a half an inch hardwire cloth over any windows. One of the best ways to prevent predator attacks is to supervise foraging ducks. Ducks also need community. Ducks live in flocks, and they thrive on companionship from other ducks around them. Finally, think about where your ducks need to sleep. Unlike chickens, ducks don't roost on a perch, and they don't spend nights on a pond like their wild cousins. So where do domestic ducks sleep? They prefer to slumber in a nest of straw on the floor in an entirely predator-proofed chicken coop or barn. Check with your local laws to confirm ducks are allowed in your neighborhood. You may also want to let your neighbors know about your birds and answer any questions they may have. Keeping ducks in a garden doesn't mean all of your plants will be eaten or your garden destroyed. Ducks enjoy snacking on berries, lettuce, and other greens, but in my experience, allowing our ducks to work in the vegetable patch for short periods while supervised helps the tender vegetation avoid destruction from bugs, and the ducks tend to leave the plants alone when they have plenty of bugs to snack on instead. When they finish their time in the garden, just send them back to their predator-proof pens or runs. Or, if your ducks will free range, install a fence around the garden's perimeter so they can't access those plants when you don't want them to. When raising ducks in gardens, avoid planting rhubarb and members of the nightshade family, including tomatoes, potatoes, and eggplant. All parts of these plants, fruits, leaves, stems, and roots, are toxic to ducks. If you want to grow these plants, set up a fence barrier so the ducks can't access them. And now, here's a tip on hatching duck eggs from Brinzy, the incubation specialist. Incubating duck eggs is similar to incubating chickens in that they both require humidity, heat, and careful turning, but some subtle differences can make or break hatchability. At 28 days, the incubation period for duck eggs is longer than for chicken eggs, and duck eggs require about 10% higher humidity through incubation and hatching. Without higher humidity, the membranes will shrink around the duckling, preventing it from moving within the shell and leading to it getting stuck and likely dying. During hatching, refrain from opening the hatcher as humidity is quickly lost and slowly regained. Choosing the right breed is crucial for having the perfect garden helper. Consider the following breeds for their pest control prowess. While Muscovies excel at pest control, I left them off the list because of federal laws prohibiting the release of Muscovies. If you have a banana slug problem, Ancona ducks are the breed for you. Anconas love to forage for insects and slugs. They have a calm disposition and aren't easily frightened. While this breed stays close to home, it prefers free ranging over confinement. For this reason, it's not the best breed for urban areas. While selecting a breed for slug or other pest control, it's hard to beat the Indian runner, which will run through the garden, removing all traces of slugs. This breed is considered nervous, but can be tamed as pets in small flocks. The Khaki Campbell is an active breed and is excellent at pest control, especially at eliminating slugs. The Khaki Campbell is a nervous breed, so these ducks may not make the friendliest of family pets. Hens are egg-laying champions, averaging 300 eggs per duck annually. Pecans are excellent garden foragers, consuming pests while staying close to home. These ducks are a good breed for the novice and perfect for urban and suburban settings. Hens and drakes are friendly and will quickly become part of the family. The white feathering on a pecan makes them easy for predators to spot, so never allow pecans to free range unless directly supervised by an adult. The Welsh Harlequin breed has a unique bug-catching style. While many breeds forage with their bills through the garden, these energetic ducks prefer flying insects. Nothing is more entertaining than watching a Welsh Harlequin race around the garden after a bug before gobbling it up mid-air. This breed is active and fun and loves interacting with humans. However, males are vigorous breeders, so keep a low ratio of drakes to ducks per flock. If you'd rather not have ducks forage in your garden, or if you want to assist your ducks in maximizing the amount of garden pests they gobble up, you can collect bugs to feed them. Depending on your comfort level, there are several ways to collect and manage insects and other bugs in your garden. Hand-picking bugs is one of the most effective ways to remove Japanese beetles from bushes and taller plants that are out of reach of a duck. Wearing a pair of garden gloves is optional for this job. Simply pick the Japanese beetles off the plant and place them in a quart-sized freezer-safe container. Feed the beetles to the ducks, live or frozen. Our ducks prefer them frozen, and frozen beetles also make a great summer treat. If grasshoppers are a problem, catch them with a butterfly net. Feed the grasshoppers to your ducks, live or frozen. You can also build bug traps. Bug traps are easy to set up and are an affordable way to remove bugs from the garden. You can buy a bug trap from the store, or if you have a slug problem, you can build your own. Slug traps are a great way to rid your garden of slugs while keeping tender plants safe from webbed feet. Use cheap materials such as cardboard, leftover patio blocks, or non-pressure treated wood to remove the slugs from your garden without harmful pesticides. I use part of an old cementing frame. Lay the cardboard, patio blocks, or wood around the perimeter of your garden. Pay close attention to the areas with high slug infestations. Think lettuce, strawberries, etc. Every morning, flip over the traps and check the underside for slugs and other bugs. Scrape the slugs into the duck's food bowl with a trowel and serve them up. With the proper attention and care, ducks make amazing garden helpers and will happily work alongside you, removing pests from your garden and providing plenty of fun along the way. Erin Snyder and her family have raised chickens and ducks for nearly 2 decades. She's passionate about all things poultry, including poultry nutrition, predator protection, and egg-laying disorders. You can follow her chicken adventures on Instagram at the Hen House Huga. That's the Hen House HYGGE. We hope you enjoyed the audio version of Keep Your Ducks in a Row. You can reach us at letters@motherearthnews.com with any comments or suggestions. To listen to more audio articles, go to Mother Earth News and Friends podcast and look for audio article in the episode title wherever you listen to your podcasts. Music for this reading is Hustle by Kevin MacLeod. Thanks for listening.